tonight. You gotta make your mark, load up on the roar, intent one last look in the mirror. They're gonna know your name, somebody's gonna take a second look. You're too cool to choose Dingo, any angle, hypersexual serial beast. Wear it on your sleeve, hey baby, do you like it kind of rough? Or do you like it smooth like you? Nobody's gonna stop till they drop and they're dreaming. Oh, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Another great hour. PowerBomb Wrestling is off and running. I'm Terry Sullivan. This is Norm Wamer, the commissioner of PowerBomb Wrestling, the man responsible for putting together all the moving parts of this particular show and the one in 2 weeks at St. Clement's Hall as we return live to Toledo.
Well, we got a terrific show for you, I believe. We have a debuting wrestler. You're going to, we'll explain this here in just a minute. Also, we will show you the women's match back from Matthews Ford, and we'll explain why we're doing that as we go along here.
The Queen
If you
back.
did not see the tag team title match from last week, we're going to show you the end of that. And then the 5 most wanted against Warhorse, and we will explain something about that coming up a little bit later on as well too. So, but we're 2 weeks out from September Showdown, September the 30th, St. Clement's Hall. Doors open at 4, bell time at 5, and I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. I know Brandon Day, the eye is getting a little bit better. Still has some blurred vision, but it's getting better. Appears to be no infection. So he's going to make a comeback 100% from this, I believe.
Yeah, and that is our one of our main events. All right, we're also going to have a lumberjack match for the tag team titles. That will be there. We'll run down the whole card coming up a little bit later on. Now, we're going to start off with a debuting wrestler, and it really was an odd situation because the Queen Amanada was not scheduled to be at the event, but circumstances happened that she was around, and we said, "Yeah, come on." And she brought,
Oh my gosh.
well, she brought Papa Dingo. Let's take a look. Him against James the Baker.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is a singles bout. Introducing the participants. First, from the land of sweets and honey, weighing in at 250 pound cakes, James the Baker. And his opponent is accompanied tonight by Queen Amanada. From Madagascar, weighing in at 385 pounds, Papa Dingo.
And here we go, a couple of newcomers to PowerBomb Wrestling today. I'm Terry Sullivan along with Norm Wamer. Queen Amanada. Welcome back to her. James the Baker cutting loose on Papa Dingo here. Heck, they're going to have to find out the relationship with Queen Amanada and Papa Dingo. And Dingo misses with the back elbow.
Oh, jeez!
That time took Baker right off his feet.
Did you see the speed?
Look at this. Just a relentless attack unleashed by Papa Dingo on James V. Baker. And there he goes, belly to belly, and the ring almost collapsed. I think this is going to be it. Oh, did he pull him up or did he kick out? Hard to tell.
Maybe a little of both.
Queen Amanada has quite a find here from Madagascar.
James the Baker's in. Oh!
Baker
That ring moves 6 inches.
showed some quickness there. Off the ropes, he caught Dingo, but doesn't take him off his feet. That was twice.
Look at this. 385 pounds.
He came back with that bare foot and took Baker right off his feet. And now sizing him up.
Oh, gosh.
Into the corner again.
Oh!
Oh, my gosh.
Are you kidding me?
Never seen anything like that. What an impressive repertoire for this 300-plus pounder.
Terry, I can't believe the speed.
And now he's going into
what do we got?
uncharted territory.
Oh, no. He's going to be flatbread. Oh! Oh, good night. Get the spatula. Oh, my God.
Dingo!
Oh, my gosh. What a first impression. Wow.
Victory from Papa Dingo in his debut in PowerBomb Wrestling. Queen Amanada, welcome back. It's great to see you again. We've been wanting to have the opportunity to let the people hear from you just a little bit. But first, tell us about Papa Dingo.
Well, last month I was here, and Charlotte cheated. So this time I have to show her that I am a queen. That's why I brought Papa Dingo. This is how I wrestle. This is how my people wrestle. This is what we do. We don't cheat. He destroys people.
Kiss, that's right. Now you've been West Africa. We were talking a couple of months ago, and you are a world traveler. You haven't spent a whole lot of time in your homeland.
No, I've been in Paris, in Belgium, I'm now in America, and I'm so grateful for all these opportunities. But now I'm ready to take over. I'm ready to be the next PowerBomb.
Queen Amanada attacked by Shauna Reed, the women's champion. Oh, look at this.
PowerBomb Wrestling is back in action in Toledo on Sunday, September the 30th at 5 p.m. at St. Clement's Hall, 2990 Tremainsville Road. The Bachelor Ben Boone and Unchained Brandon Day battle for the heavyweight title, this time with the amazing Nate Matson as special referee. You'll see a lumberjack match for the tag team titles. Also, the Midwest title and the women's title will be defended. Get your tickets now at pbwexcitement.com. It's the best wrestlers in the Midwest, Sunday, September the 30th.
September Showdown, Sunday, September 30th, St. Clement's in Toledo, 2990 Tremainsville. The main event at September Showdown, another opportunity for Brandon Day to get the World Heavyweight Championship. The PBW title is on the line, although I know Brandon Day's eye is still injured.
I think it is. See what I did there? Brandon, let's be real. You're not going to be 100% to come at me September Showdown. So I think you should just forfeit. I think you should just leave. I think that you should just quit. And if you don't, well, you still got that other eye, don't you? And Nate Matson, just one word of advice. Call it down the middle. I know you. I know exactly what you're capable of. Don't do anything funny to get in my way.
Nate Matson, special guest referee for the main event, Benjamin Boone against Brandon Day, Sunday, September 30th at St. Clement's.
Red Wing Shoes, a quality built to last, just like the legacy of service at your Red Wing Shoes dealer, North Reynolds at Bancroft in Toledo. Family owned and operated since 1982. 4 generations building a legacy of quality and service for years to come. Our sales staff has over 95 years selling and servicing Red Wing shoe products. And we have the largest selection of Red Wing shoes in Northwest Ohio. Irish Setter, Works, and our USA-made heritage shoes. In stock, no waiting. Red Wing Shoes, North Reynolds at Bancroft, where service, quality, and fit come first.
Hey, Mortgage Marty here from Fairway Mortgage. New office is open at 5577 Monroe Street in the Promenade Shops. And those of you that watch know how competitive I am, so here's my challenge. The large national company you always see at every sporting event from up north who has that Rocket app that I hate, we have a competing app called the Fairway Now app. And the best part of the Fairway Now app is you get actually somebody local to help you after you use it. So log in, try it. It's on Facebook, on Twitter. You can find us, the Fairway Now app. Have a great night.
Check out the brand new online PowerBomb Wrestling store at pbwexcitement.com. Browse the brand new PBW t-shirts plus new embroidered PBW caps. You can also get your copy of Confessions of a Big Time Wrestler as the legendary Dr. Jerry Graham peels back the curtain on the golden age of professional wrestling. Of course, you can always get big savings on advance tickets, and it's all of the new online PowerBomb Wrestling store at pbwexcitement.com. Get your gear now.
Last time at St. Clement's Hall in the main event, the world title match between Benjamin Boone and Brandon Day. Everybody, I think, was shocked when Benjamin Boone pulled out a victory, perhaps by desperation, by sticking the rose in Brandon Day's eye. Brandon Day suffering still to this day the effects of that one. The match, though, was coming back again at the headline September showdown, Sunday, September 30th. Boone and Brandon Day one more time. This time, though, to keep law and order in that main event, the special guest referee, the amazing Nate Metz.
That's right, amazing Nate Metzen is back in PowerBomb Wrestling. You know, I heard Benjamin Boone running his gums and flapping his lips, telling everybody that Nate Metzen has an ulterior motive. Nate Metzen's going to stick his nose in the title picture. Well, Ben Boone, let me say this. You're delusional. You obviously have some sort of sickness where you think that I'm always behind you, trying to catch up to you, trying to interfere in your plans. Ben Boone, I don't care what you do. I think your bachelor thing is ridiculous. You can go off to Hollywood, you can go do whatever you want, but the fact is, all that matters is who's the best in this ring. Right now, you're the champion. That's all well and good, but you've got Brandon Day to think of. I've seen Brandon Day in action. He almost beat you, and that's why you had to use that stupid flower of yours, poke him in the eye. I'm signed on to be the special guest referee to make sure stuff like that ain't gonna happen. So Ben Boone, I am gonna call it down the middle. But if you try to get in my way, you will be amazed.
Don't miss it, folks. Sunday, September 30th, September showdown at St. Clement's Hall. What an interesting situation it was with the debuting wrestler, Papa Dingo. What an impression he made on the fans, and what an impression Shauna Reed made on Queen Amanada.
The crowd went bonkers.
Oh, yeah.
Over Papa Dingo. It listed at 385 and can move. Man,
he moves like a lightweight.
But Shauna Reed came out and attacked Queen Amanada. They will hook up in a match coming up in 2 weeks at September Showdown. And really, if you're wondering why Queen Amanada is getting another shot, well, really, it has to do with the match that we're going to show you next.
Okay.
You know, Rachel Bostick is one of the top wrestlers on the independent scene, and we were fortunate enough to get her in here to come wrestle at Matthews Ford early in August. She took on Queen Amanada, who was very impressive in this. And this really, what it amounted to was a #1 contenders match. So let's take you to the match. This is Queen Amanada and Rachel Bostick from Mayhem at Matthews.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next match is a women's match. Introducing first, from West Africa, she is a speaker of 4 languages, Queen Amanada. And her opponent is fresh off the Platinum World Tour from Los Angeles, California, Rachel Bostick.
And away we go with the sensational lady wrestlers here on PowerBomb Wrestling today. I'm Terry Sullivan along with Norm Wamer, the commish, here at Mayhem at Matthews Ford in Oregon.
What a day, what a day.
90 degrees Saturday afternoon here at Matthews, a big free show in the standing room only, as you can see.
Oh, really pleased to be able to bring you this match.
Yeah, it's good to see the Queen back again. And Rachel Bostick, you know a lot about her.
Yeah, what you need to know about Rachel Bostick can probably be summed up in her nickname, which is Ray Cray.
Ray Cray?
As in Cray Cray.
I see. As in she's heading away.
Well, she's heading away. She don't get paid.
Rachel Bostick back from the Platinum Tour. I guess didn't hear about that. But again, it's good to have Queen Amanada back. She made quite a positive impact on fans in her match against the champion, Shauna Reed, a few weeks ago.
Well, this is a very difficult opponent for Queen Amanada. Rachel Bostick comes in with a very good resume and a very good reputation. And when I say good, I mean good as in victories, not necessarily as good as playing by the rules.
And Rachel deciding, well, she wants some help into the ring, as befitting a lady. We'll see how much of a lady she acts like here, though, against the Queen. According to that reputation, I think we might see some unladylike tactics.
Let's say high maintenance.
There you go. That's the 21st century way of referring to it.
I think the definition of high maintenance.
And they lock up. Here we go. Ladies match on PowerBomb Wrestling from Matthews Ford in Oregon. The Queen with the advantage in the corner. We get a clean break. Referee Dan Marley, appreciative of that. Rachel Bostick, though, still finding something to hassle about.
You know, let's say there's a long tradition in wrestling of certain wrestlers being from exotic places.
Yeah.
We'll just say. There is nothing phony about Queen Amanada. She grew up in Guinea in West Africa. She was schooled in France. She legitimately does speak 4 languages.
Her family's, I guess we can say they're well off, which has afforded her an international education. She was much of her schooling in Paris. She spent time in London as part of her schooling.
And used to watch pro wrestling as a kid, and that's how she fell in love with the sport. Much like me, much like you, I'm sure.
That's right. The Queen with the advantage on Rachel Bostick.
Rachel Bostick is a legitimate threat to any women's title anywhere.
So Shauna Reed better be on the lookout,
She
right?
is that good.
And she's got the hammerlock, just driving that arm up the back of Queen Amanada. I've seen wrestlers, not so much recently, but in years ago, would get a submission out of a hammerlock. That's how well they had it perfected and how strong they were. And the Queen with the headlock. She's forced into the corner by Rachel Bostick. Referee's going to order the break. And we get a clean break from Rachel Bostick, who's not wasting any time, though, but misses in the corner. And the Queen, avoided the feet and slams Rachel Bostick into the mat.
Both of these wrestlers are fitness geeks. You could say, you could go to Instagram with Queen Amanada and find her workout routine.
Now, wait a minute. She's coming out of the ring. She's tired of these evasive tactics of Rachel Bostick. Now she gets in.
Well, with Rachel Bostick, it's head games.
I see. There she goes
She is a
again.
big one on head games.
Trying to frustrate the Queen, so perhaps she makes a mistake. Loses her temper, loses her cool. I think she doesn't have very far to go there. Here comes the Queen after her again on the outside. And she caught her from behind. Rachel made a mistake, and look at the Queen pounding on Rachel Bostick. But Rachel comes back with a knee. That had to take the wind out of the Queen. And these two are not about to be separated at this point. Oh, Rachel Bostick just laid that chop in on Queen Amanada.
Yeah, we're removed from the ring here a little bit, but we can hear that all the way back here.
Absolutely. You know, these guys just spend more time out of the ring than in it.
Well, don't let their looks fool you, because they are both very, very tough individuals.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I think any of the male grapplers would be hesitant to get into any kind of a physical altercation with these two.
Well, Rachel Bostick, her husband is also a professional wrestler.
Dylan.
And you can look all these up on YouTube. I should mention, too, we also have our own YouTube channel. Just basically search my name on YouTube, Norm Wamer, and you'll find not only promos, but full TV shows. And we got people watching PowerBomb Wrestling really from all over the world.
Yeah, they sure are on Fight.tv. Bostick now finally forced back into the ring by referee Thunder Dan Marley. And Queen.
Look at the abs on Bostick. I mean, she works out and works out hard. She is strong.
She is, and she's got some power behind those forearms too, as you can see and hear. Now they're exchanging blows on the outside of the ring as the referee puts into the count. Queen Amanada hasn't gotten a chance to show much of anything so far. The tactics, the strategy from Rachel Bostick has paid off very well for her. But the Queen with a shoulder block and in over the top. Look at that. What a move by Queen Amanada, but she walks right into a drop kick.
And that caught full force.
For the count, 2. That's it. Just a 2 count. PowerBomb Wrestling live from Matthews Ford in Oregon. Mayhem at Matthews today. In front of the standing room only crowd, who are very intrepid fans watching in 90-degree heat, not a cloud in the sky.
Well, on August the 26th, Summer Stunner at St. Clement's Hall, you will have a title defense by Shauna Reed. As we continue to jumpstart the women's division here at PowerBomb Wrestling. Like to have both of these women back.
Absolutely, and I think that your efforts to jumpstart the division have certainly proven themselves here, because I know in terms of jumpstart, you also meant an increase in quality.
Absolutely.
Of the performer. And these are a couple of excellent athletes. They're not divas, these are athletes. Rachel Bostick, oh, look at the Queen taking it, tried to get her up on her shoulders, didn't quite move, but she still managed to get Bostick off her feet. The Queen winds up, and here she comes. Oh!
Didn't quite get all of that. Got that, though.
Yes, she did. And she may get a 3 count here if she wants it. Let's see. Referee is right there. We got 2, but that's it. Rachel Bostick kicks out.
You know, I was talking to Rachel before the show today, and you watch the women wrestle, and they have to be. Oh, look at that!
Wow, face buster. This could be it. 1, 2, and up she grabbed the ropes.
The women have to be more technically sound than the men do, because some male wrestlers can rely on their brute strength.
Oh, look at that one. Good enziguri there.
I kind of compare it to like college basketball. The men play above the rim much more than the women do, so the women have to be more fundamentally sound. And look at that. Another face buster.
1, 2, and that's
They
it.
got her.
Wow. What a match.
That is impressive.
Definitely.
For Queen Amanada to get a
Here is
win
your winner,
over somebody of the
Queen
caliber of Rachel Bostick.
Amanada.
PowerBomb Wrestling is back in action in Toledo on Sunday, September the 30th at 5 p.m. at St. Clement's Hall, 2990 Tremainsville Road. The Bachelor Ben Boone and Unchained Brandon Day battle for the heavyweight title, this time for the amazing Nate Matson as special referee. You'll see a lumberjack match for the tag team titles. Also, the Midwest title and the women's title will be defended. Get your tickets now at pbwexcitement.com. It's the best wrestlers in the Midwest, Sunday, September the 30th.
September Showdown Sunday, September 30th at St. Clement's Hall. 4 title matches. Queen, you want to keep this guy at bay here? It's great to see you back again Sunday, September 30th. Shauna Reed, perhaps reluctantly, is putting the championship on the line.
Yes, you know, as you can see, I'm a queen. I look like a queen, I walk like a queen, and I do wrestle like a queen. So I do not cheat at all. Last time, Shauna Reed, you cheated. This time, I'm coming back ready. I'm here with my monster. Of course, you guys can see. I didn't want to take this route, but you forced me. You forced me. Now you're gonna get it because I am coming for that title. Shauna Reed, here's Papa Dingo. Kamugeni, Anna Geni Mane. Donc préparé.
Quickly becoming one of the all-time favorites.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's. Yeah, it's that good.
At Ralphie's, it's primetime football every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday nights. Enjoy endless wings starting at 8 p.m. each night and carry-out specials every day. Plus special pricing on all Labatt products, plus new craft and IPAs for the fall. As always, beer buckets only $10 Friday and Saturday.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's. Yeah, it's that good.
Matthews Ford Oregon is the dealership that makes a difference because we now offer guaranteed credit approval. We know what's on paper doesn't always reflect the person in front of us. That's why we work with over 40 lending institutions every day to help find solutions, and in some cases, we've been able to help folks looking at pre-owned vehicles drive away in a brand new one. Remember, we're here to help, not to judge. Ride on our reputation as the name that has been trusted since 1952.
That's the Matthews way.
PowerBomb Wrestling is now available for live performances at your business or fundraiser. You can have a live PowerBomb Wrestling show either inside or outside to attract potential customers to your business. Also, PBW Wrestling can help you raise thousands of dollars for your nonprofit organization or charity. Find out more about the power of PowerBomb Wrestling and help your organization today. Contact us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or at our website at pbwexcitement.com.
It's September Showdown Sunday, September 30th at St. Clement's Hall. 3 of the members of 5 Most Wanted are here. Shauna Reed puts her gold on the line. The women's title will be at stake. Cody Hawk, you and this gentleman, Palmer Cruz, the Cruiserweight champion, team up against Celeste Taylor and Maya.
Celeste Taylor and Maya? Celeste Taylor and Maya? Is that a hip-hop song or what?
It sounds very intimidating.
Intimidating indeed. It's just one more notch in the belts as the 5 Most Wanted climbs the ladder to taking the tag team gold. And you know what? With a new guy in our camp, we can't go wrong.
And Palmer Cruz, that belt is on the line against Atlas Hightower, and he is angry.
I heard the dude talking about taking out my hair. He's going to rip my blonde dreads out. Oh my God. But he's going to rip this gold off of my waist. No, sir. I don't think so. That's what it's all about. Alice, you can threaten me all you want, but I got my crew with me. We got so much gold in this crew. We got more gold coming. Tag team titles. Alice, we ain't worried about you, boy.
It's all coming down. September Showdown, Sunday, September 30th at St. Clement's. Great victory for Queen Amanada. She goes for the gold, goes for the championship in 2 weeks at St.
And now
Clements.
there's a little bit of a different dynamic with Papa Dingo around at the same time. Now, you just saw an interview with the 5 Most Wanted, and this clears up something that we were talking about from last show that wasn't clear, that was rather murky. And that was, well, what's the deal with Mr. Cruz?
Right. Very, very interesting development there as he is now aligned with 5 Most Wanted.
Yeah, Palmer Cruz is firmly in the camp of the 5 Most Wanted. You're going to see in our main event here on this TV edition of PowerBomb Wrestling, the 5 Most Wanted, one of them being Palmer Cruz to take on Warhorse. All right, that is our main event. If you did not see from last week the tag team title match, you could go back and watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on Fight.tv, or you can watch some of it here. We will join this in progress. This was for the tag team titles, Righteous Indignation defending against the Circus of Pain.
Pedo being handled by Rick Baker as Genghis is out of the ring.
Oh, Andy Shane's a mess.
Watch for the manager, watch for Kevin. Their dangerous presence is at ringside.
Andy Shane's got the chain.
Back out of the ring, watch out. Genghis Clown coming close to Andy Shane. Doesn't realize that he has the... Oh, got him right in the head. And Genghis Clown could be out. As the Potentate of Hate has a chair, another referee has come out here. And here goes Pedo. Pedo and Rick Baker are in the crowd now at ringside. As again, Shane lets loose with the chain on the head of Genghis Clown.
Oh, and he's just beating him with the chain.
My God. And it's, Rick Baker head first into the wall of St. Clement's Hall.
Oh, what is the Potentate of Hate?
Taken off his feet. The Potentate of Hate.
Get away.
Good Lord.
Beat the hell out of him.
Now, for heaven's sakes. Andy
Teach him a lesson.
Shane. And there is nothing, no order whatsoever left in this match. Not that there ever was much to begin with.
You want to get down and dirty with Andy Shane? Andy Shane can get down and dirty with the best of them.
And Pedo thrown into the wall. It's Shane coming after the Potentate of Hate again. And one more.
There you go.
Shane lays that chain into the Potentate of Hate.
Thanks for coming there, Harley.
Oh, Shane head first into the ring post. Kevin is lurking a trash can onto Pedo the Clown. And the Potentate of Hate flat on his back. Kevin trying to come to his assistance. In the meantime, Rick Baker with Pedo out on the floor on the other side of the building. Shane and Genghis Clown barely able to function here at ringside. Oh! DDT from Andy Shane on Genghis
here comes
Clown.
Pedo. Rick Baker just threw him back over the railing.
And here comes Rick Baker. We've got all four within the confines of the ring area at this point. Pedo barely able to stand.
Andy Shane's barking and picked the chain up
Watch
again.
out, Andy Shane. Oh, but Rick Baker caught Pedo. That could have been it. That could have been a career-ending injury for Andy Shane. Pedo coming after him with that chair. One more, and
Yeah, this one's over.
Ring the bell. There is no
This
bell.
one's
Well, you
over.
have a bell. Genghis with the table. Oh my God! The referee takes it. Takes a chair to the head. Threatening Potentate of Hate Rick Baker. Saved by Pedo. Genghis and Andy Shane.
We got to get some help.
We need the call the National Guard for crying out loud.
We got to get some help. No!
Watch out. Oh my God! Hey, Kevin stole the belts. Kevin stole the tag team title belts. Get that lunatic. Get that lunatic. Where's he going? He's leaving the building. Kevin is leaving the building. And there go the clowns. There go the potentate of hate right out the front door. I have never seen anything like this. The tag team championship belts.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has thrown this match out and ruled it a no contest.
Oh, for crying out loud. Call the police. They've stolen the championship belts. Kevin has stolen the belts. And the clowns and the potentate of hate right behind him.
This is a no contest. There is no change of the titles.
Referee
Whether
Ray
they
Orndorff,
stole those belts or not.
who took a chair to the head himself, trying to help Andy Shane at ringside. Look at the wreckage around the ring. 2 tables in pieces, chairs upended. Rick Baker appears to be barely conscious near the barricade. Andy Shane being helped to his feet. He can hardly stand. Absolutely incredible, unbelievable. Well, as we said at the beginning, nobody expected this would be a wrestling match, and it was just an all-out brawl. Referee Ray Orndorff, referee Thunder Dan Marley coming to the assistance of the tag team champions, and with all due respect, they certainly don't look much like champions at this point in time. Andy Shane's got his chain back. Infuriated.
I want the freaking clowns. I want the clowns. I don't care what you put up. We want them. They stole the belts. They ain't got them. They are ours. And I'll rip their painted faces off their damn carcasses and beat them with it. Well, if you want them next month, September the 30th, September Showdown, how about this one? You want them? Not only do you got them, but we will do it in a lumberjack match. They're not going to run out of the rings with the belts.
They just did. They just did, Norm.
They bring the belts back here September the 30th or they're gone. You keep it on a ring in a wrestle match and those face parade freaks are dead. Rematch September the 30th, lumberjack match.
PowerBomb Wrestling is back in action in Toledo on Sunday, September the 30th at 5 p.m. at St. Clement's Hall, 2990 Tremainsville Road. The Bachelor Ben Boone and Unchained Brandon Day battle for the heavyweight title, this time for the amazing Nate Matson as special referee. You'll see a lumberjack match for the tag team titles. Also, the Midwest title and the women's title will be defended. Get your tickets now at pbwexcitement.com. It's the best wrestlers in the Midwest, Sunday, September the 30th.
What a match it was in August. Righteous Indignation against the Circus of Pain all over the building. This time, though, Sunday, September 30th, Andy, a lumberjack match.
I can chain wrestle with the best of them any day of the week. You freaking clowns want to go that route? We will go that route. When we're done with you, pieces of brick will be falling off a building. Women will be taking their children off the streets. It will look like the end of days. And when it's done, Rick Baker and Andy Shane are going to rip your freaking face-painted faces off. I'm going to reach down your throats. I'm going to pull your freaking lungs out, and I'm going to show them to you. And then I'm going to jack slap you with them. Please, tell them how it's going to be.
The Circus of Pain must think this is real funny. Think this is some bizarro game we playing. You want to come in here and steal our PBW tag team titles. Andy, keep it cool. We're going to get them back. But you know what? We going to be the ones laughing in the end after I watch Andy Shane disembowel all of y'all.
Tag Team Gold is on the line, one of 4 championship matches. Sunday, September 30th, it's September Showdown at St. Clement's Hall.
Red Wing Shoes, a quality built to last, just like the legacy of service at your Red Wing Shoes dealer, North Reynolds at Bancroft in Toledo. Family owned and operated since 1982. 4 generations, building a legacy of quality and service for years to come. Our sales staff has over 95 years selling and servicing Red Wing shoe products, and we have the largest selection of Red Wing shoes in Northwest Ohio. Irish Setter, Works, and our USA-made heritage shoes. In stock, no waiting. Red Wing Shoes, North Reynolds at Bancroft, where service, quality, and fit come first.
Hey, Mortgage Marty here from Fairway Mortgage. New office is open at 5577 Monroe Street in the Promenade Shops. And those of you that watch know how competitive I am, so here's my challenge. The large national company you always see at every sporting event from up north who has that Rocket app that I hate, we have a competing app called the Fairway Now app. And the best part of the Fairway Now app is you get actually somebody local to help you after you use it. So log in, try it. It's on Facebook, on Twitter. You can find us, the Fairway Now app. Have a great night.
Check out the brand new online PowerBomb Wrestling store at pbwexcitement.com. Browse the brand new PBW t-shirts plus new embroidered PBW caps. You can also get your copy of Confessions of a Big Time Wrestler as the legendary Dr. Jerry Graham peels back the curtain on the golden age of professional wrestling. Of course, you can always get big savings on advance tickets, and it's all at the new online PowerBomb Wrestling store at pbwexcitement.com. Get your gear now.
Absolutely incredible action. I still can't believe what we witnessed with Righteous Indignation against the Circus of Pain, and they do it all over again in 2 weeks in a lumberjack match.
Well, you heard from Andy Shane and Righteous Baker Rick Baker, and they really, you poked the bear. I mean,
for sure.
This is going to go a step beyond what you just saw. And in order to try to control this chaos, we've made it a lumberjack match to hopefully contain this somewhat in the ring. That's the plan in 2 weeks for September Showdown. All right, so let's go to our main event. As we mentioned, 5 Most Wanted against Warhorse, kind of a crossroads tag team match here. And like I said before, the 5 Most Wanted, anybody could show up at any time. Right. Well, now you can add Palmer Cruz to the mix because he's one of the participants in this match. Let's go take a look at this tag team match.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a tag team match. Introducing the participants. First, the team of Pat the Bruiser and Crosshairs Kelly, Warhorse. And their opponents are accompanied tonight by the PowerBomb Wrestling Women's Champion, Sexy Shauna Reed. They are the team of Cody Effin Hawk and Palmer Cruz, the 5 Most Wanted.
Breaking news on PowerBomb Wrestling, 5 Most Wanted has obviously a brand new member, Norm.
Well, if there was any question, coming off that title defense that Palmer Cruz had of the Midwest title over Atlas Hightower and what Cody Hawk was doing, well, now we know.
Well, as they've told us many times, you never know who's going to appear, and 5 is sort of an arbitrary number. You never exactly know what you're in for.
Well, we talked about it on the PowerBomb Wrestling show on TV. My moles were telling me that they were scouting for more members. Everybody's going, well, I only see 3. Well, why is it the 5 Most Wanted?
And I think that's a good get for 5 Most Wanted, is to recruit Palmer Cruz.
Well, my hunch is, Terry, that it's 5. We just don't know who that 5th person is.
Sean Casey many times in the corner. He is not in the building tonight, as far as we know. Shauna Reed is the PBW Women's Champion at ringside, lurking. And she can be a very dangerous presence in or out of the ring, in or outside of the ring.
Well, and to be totally honest, guys like Sean Casey, Rick Baker, Andy Shane, Cody Hawk, these guys wrestle all over the place. And they may wrestle in Tennessee the night before and drive in and come here to PowerBomb Wrestling. And occasionally there are travel issues, and that's what happened with Sean Casey, who was scheduled to be here tonight. But now with the 5 most wanted, boy, you don't know who might be in that corner.
Yeah. You know who Cody Hawk reminds me of, Norm? I hope I'm not going back too far. I know I'm not for you, but Dory Funk Jr.
Yeah, that's an interesting comparison.
I mean, because Dory Funk Jr. was never jacked. He was never muscle-bound by any means, but nobody could beat him on the mat. Nobody, except maybe his brother Cherry, was more dangerous and lethal inside of that ring, and nobody had more victories.
Well, and toughness has nothing to do with muscles. Nothing at all.
That's right. Warhorse, Pat the Bruiser in, Crosshairs Kelly comes into the ring. Palmer Cruz letting loose on Pat the Bruiser and getting one in return. Warhorse going against 5 most wanted. Pat the Bruiser, good golly. 5 most wanted had some very derogatory things to say about Warhorse. Something along the lines of they're nobodies. Well, Warhorse is out to prove them wrong. Crosshairs Kelly, oh gosh. Dropped down with that forearm across the chest of Palmer Cruz.
Now, Warhorse, young, big, and strong. That's a lot going for you when you have all that.
Absolutely right. Oh, they heard that one out on Tremainsville Road.
Yeah, I think they heard that out on Lexus.
Tag, Pat the Bruiser takes over. And Bruiser hurled into Palmer Cruz. Good teamwork. As the referee's there for the 2. Almost 3.
Now, Cody Hawk had a lot of faith that Palmer Cruz was going to kick out of that.
He did.
And that was more faith than I had that he was going to kick out of that.
Warhorse isolating Palmer Cruz in their corner of the ring. And Crosshairs Kelly moves in. Caught him right in the jaw. And in for the count. Referee is there again, and a little more than 2. All it takes is 3, obviously. Palmer Cruz whipped off the ropes, missed by Crosshairs Kelly. Palmer Cruz is right there, though. As we've seen, Palmer Cruz has a lot of staying power.
Yeah, does he have this kind of power to get Crosshairs Kelly over?
Let's see if he can do so. Got to use some leverage. Nope, not now. Oh, well, more than one way to get somebody off their feet. The big man is down. Palmer Cruz now the man in for the count. Barely a 2 count. Strategic boot from Cody Hawk, who tags in. Now watch what we've been talking about. Cruz whips his partner into Crosshairs Kelly, who takes his man over and drops down. You're going to see such a display of skill. He is such an effective technician. But he's one of those, like Dory Funk Jr., who, given the opportunity, throws the rule book totally out.
Well, I think of guys too, Terry, like Dick Murdoch.
Oh, yeah.
Arn Anderson.
Very, very skillful technicians.
Cowboy Bob Orton would be another one.
Sure. Pat the Bruiser. No. Cody Hawk playing some games there as the double team goes in on Crosshairs Kelly. They're laying the knife edges, the boots in on Crosshairs Kelly. There was no tag, but they're close enough for it anyway, so not a huge deal. Palmer's going to try to get Crosshairs Kelly over again, but Kelly blocked it.
Well, one thing you got to be concerned about too, Terry, is for the 5 most wanted, these guys haven't worked together before. Look at that!
Oh, what a display of leverage and strength from Crosshairs Kelly.
I mean, that's about 460, 50 pounds of humanity.
And there's the tag. Pat the Bruiser comes in. He's a house of fire against Cody Hawk. Taking the man off his feet, Palmer Cruz. Right there also. Pat the Bruiser taking on both members of 5 Most Wanted who are here in the building tonight. Cody Hawk, Cruz sent to the floor.
Boy, Warhorse has got this crowd fired up.
Good young team on the cusp of stardom. 3. Nope. I thought it was 3. Sorry about that. Pat the Bruiser. He's ready for more, though. Ready to dish out as much as it takes on Cody Hawk. Palmer Cruz back into his corner. Cruz distracting the referee. Shauna Reed there with Pat the Bruiser on the top. The women's champion. Oh! Whoa! Bad luck for Warhorse.
Oh, that's a long way down!
Good Lord. The victims of some very strategic teamwork and underhanded tactics. Cruz from the top rope splashes down against Pat the Bruiser. This could be it. 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Crosshairs Kelly trying to shake off the effects of having his head introduced to the metal rail.
And that's a big win for the 5 Most Wanted.
The 5 Most Wanted.
And Cody Hawk orchestrated this whole thing.
All right.
Cody Hawk orchestrated all of this.
That was some skill, some very strategic teamwork there from 5 Most Wanted. And you have obviously recruited a new member.
Hey, you know what? Mama always told me there's strength in numbers, baby. And the 5 Most Wanted, wherever we go, we roll deep. Palmer Cruz.
And Shauna Reed, what would they do without you?
Oh!
Yeah! Well, now it's official.
Now it's official.
You must be very proud of yourself.
You see this shirt?
I see it.
Won't you be proud to put this shirt on? You know, lady, if this shirt got behind it.
You wouldn't know, is it?
No.
Because you're not a wrestler. That's right.
That's right.
Oh, please.
We got some big time celebrating to do.
All right, there they are, ladies and gentlemen, 5 Most Wanted.
PowerBomb Wrestling is back in action in Toledo on Sunday, September the 30th at 5 p.m. at St. Clement's Hall, 2990 Tremainsville Road. The Bachelor, Ben Boone, and Unchained Brandon Day battle for the heavyweight title, this time for the amazing Nate Matson as special referee. You'll see a lumberjack match for the tag team titles. Also, the Midwest title and the women's title will be defended. Get your tickets now at pbwexcitement.com. It's the best wrestlers in the Midwest, Sunday, September the 30th.
The man who runs this ring will be in this very ring in less than 24 hours. One of 4 championship matches on September's Showdown coming up later this afternoon at St. Clement's Hall. For the Midwestern title, Palmer Cruz puts the championship on the line against a man I've never seen you quite so intense and focused as you are right now, Alan.
You know why I'm intense? Because I got an appetite. I got a big appetite. That appetite is that I want the gold. That's what I want is gold. Palmer Cruz, man, you're going to run around here with your dyed blonde dreads, man. Well, you know what? I'm going to pull each and every single dread out of your head. Because tonight, this is the dance. Tonight, this is where the heroes are made. I will be the Midwest champion. Run this ring.
It's coming up in less than 24 hours. September Showdown this afternoon starting at 5 o'clock.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's. Yeah, it's that good.
At Ralphie's, it's primetime football every Sunday, Monday, and Thursday nights. Enjoy endless wings starting at 8 p.m. each night and carry-out specials every day. Plus special pricing on all Labatt products, plus new craft and IPAs for the fall. As always, beer buckets only $10 Friday and Saturday.
Bring yourself to Ralphie's. Yeah, it's that good.
Matthews Ford Oregon is the dealership that makes a difference because we now offer guaranteed credit approval. We know what's on paper doesn't always reflect the person in front of us. That's why we work with over 40 lending institutions every day to help find solutions, and in some cases, we've been able to help folks looking at pre-owned vehicles drive away in a brand new one. Remember, we're here to help, not to judge. Ride on our reputation as the name that has been trusted since 1952.
That's the Matthews way.
PowerBomb Wrestling is now available for live performances at your business or fundraiser. You can have a live PowerBomb Wrestling show either inside or outside to attract potential customers to your business. Also, PBW Wrestling can help you raise thousands of dollars for your nonprofit organization or charity. Find out more about the power of PowerBomb Wrestling and help your organization today. Contact us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or at our website at pbwexcitement.com.
Palmer Cruz now apparently a full-fledged member of the fraternity known as Five Most Wanted. But he is still the Midwest champion, and he will defend the belt again against Atlas Hightower, whom we just heard from moments ago.
Right, and now you know why Cody Hawk got involved in the title defense by Palmer Cruz against Atlas Hightower. Hightower got shortchanged, to say the least, so he's going to get another shot at that Midwest title in 2 weeks at September Showdown at St. Clement's Hall.
5 o'clock is bell time. Doors open at 4. pbwexcitement.com for tickets. You're going to see Five Most Wanted against Sles and Maya Espiritu. That's going to be a great match. Also,
Malice against Brian Douglas.
Wow,
That's a crossroads match as well. Both looking to get a title shot at some gold.
Shauna Reed puts the gold on the line against Queen Amanada in one of the 4 title matches.
Yeah, and it's going to be an interesting dynamic as she's one of the Five Most Wanted, and now Papa Dingo has arrived.
Papa Dingo will counter Five Most Wanted.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If he can be controlled.
True.
The tag team title match. Righteous Indignation, the enforcer Andy Shane, the Righteous Maker Rick Baker to defend against the Circus of Pain. This time, a lumberjack match, which means the ring will be surrounded by wrestlers.
Nobody gets out, nobody gets in theory.
And then, of
We'll
course,
see what happens.
The heavyweight title match.
The main event, Nate Matson, the special referee, this time to keep order. Benjamin Boone, who intentionally got himself disqualified last time by sticking the rose in Brandon Day's eye, will have to counter Nate Matson because Nate is there to maintain law and order.
All right, and don't forget, pbwexcitement.com. Get those advanced discount tickets now. Check us out on YouTube, fight.tv. For Terry, I'm Norm. We'll see you next time on PowerBomb Wrestling.